Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin once again for a daily update. We've been on a hot streak recently, especially on our short-term signals. We're 5 for 5 in our last trades, and we're going for number 6 today. So as always, we'll start off with the long-term trend just to show you. The long-term trend is down. I know a lot of people on the internet right now, on a lot of other websites, have been saying things like, oh, this might break soon. It bounced off of support, which is the idea of the, which is right here, which is the 200 daily EMA. But the key is that, it's easy to call tops or bottoms, right? You can be brave about doing that, and maybe you'll be right once in a while. But it's so rare that you're actually going to be right, exactly right at the top or right at the bottom. For us, what we try to do is we just try to ride the waves. And right now, all the waves are telling us that the market's going down. So even though it bounced off of it, the key is that there has been no close above certain key areas recently, which is about 13,000. So it has to go all the way up to about 13,000 and stay there for a while, not hit it, but close, for the trend to change, and it has to stay there for a longer period of time. So currently our long-term trend has not changed, and it's still very, very negative. So let's look at some of our swing trades that we had in place. So we took a break even on our last swing trade. We could have taken a small profit, but for swings, what we want to do is we want to hold it for a few days, and we want to make a larger sum of money. And that's really the key, because we're taking more risk, because our stop loss is a little bit bigger. So even though we could have made like $500, $600 on our swing trade, on our last trade we made close to 2,500. The trade before that we made about 700. The one before that we made close to 3,300. So we're trying to make a little bit more money on our swing trades because we do take more risks. And that's why we have two types of trades, swing trades and short-term day trades. So right now we don't have a signal for a swing trade just yet, so we're holding close. Right now it's above the 200 daily EMA, but it's also below a key number, which is 9,400. So it pierced 9,400, but it hasn't closed there. And so today, that's what we're going to talk about. One of the things that people misunderstand about support and resistance lines are that they're not always support lines. Sometimes there's support and sometimes there's resistance. What I think about it as floors in a house. So let's talk about it. So let's say that this is the first floor, this is the second floor, and this one is the third floor. What happens is that this is the first floor, so there's nothing you can say about that. But here's the second floor, and so here we see resistance. But the line, though, is very, very much of a band, because from the first floor point of view, this is resistance because it's the top. But from when you're on the second floor, this is the bottom, it's the floor. And so what happened is that as we were up on top, 9,400 was the floor. But then once we broke above it and we're on the first floor, we look back up on top, and now 9,400 is the ceiling. So if we don't break the 9,400, I'm very confident that it's going to break down further again. So our last short-term signal that we had, which I'm going to show you right now, we made a little bit of a profit. We took the signal at 8,700. We had a trailer at 8,550. And if you listen to our daily report yesterday, and even the one that before, I told you that because we're so close to the 200 daily EMA, we're going to keep a very, very tight trail stop. And that's what we did here. So we were up about $500, and we trailed it a little bit, and we got kicked out at 8,550. But I'm excited about this current trade that we're in, because it reminds me of our trade from 2 periods ago. Because our entry is very, very similar. Because it basically bounced off of 9,400, which is our ceiling, which is our resistance. It bounced down, and we got in at about the same time, around 9,200. And right now, our target is between 82 to 8,500, but we're really hoping that it goes down to 7,600. So if it breaks below 87 80, which is the 200 daily EMA, what we'll do then is if it gets down to about 85.50, once again, we're going to use 87, the 200 daily as our stop loss. And then if we get kicked out, we get kicked out with a small profit. But this gives us a nice ratio because our current stop loss is right here at 9,600, which is above this little wave high. So right now we're up a couple $100. We'll see how things go, but hopefully this will be a winner. So if you have any questions or comments, you can always leave it on our channels. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And starting next week, I'm also going to be adding Ethereum and Litecoin to our channel. Thank you.